Hello, hello, and welcome. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Today I have another video share, and this one is for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 8, hosted by Amy at CraftyCat. Her video for this was posted on 5/11/26, and this is her 2026 subscriber prompts. I'm going to do number 19, Old Vintage, and number 20, Vintage Car. So there's that. Let's see here. To start off, I have a piece of lace here. I switched everything around because my light, without being plugged in, it's a rechargeable battery. It was flashing on me while I was filming. So I have a piece of lace over it. This is my light here, and it has a little bit of a glare, so I just have that little piece of lace there. So hopefully we have no flashing disco stuff going on today. A little bit sore today. We rode our bicycles, regular bicycles, non-electric, yesterday for the first time in a long time, and it was actually fun. So this is my vintage, old vintage. I have 4 here. But the first one is this lady I cut out of the uh, Farmer's Almanac books that my dad gave me. So I love her. I'm going to put her on here. And then my daughter cut out with her Cricut a frame for me. So, but I had an idea. Let me put these aside. I got stuff set up so I didn't take a long time, and I had stuff that I had cut out. So I have a flower I want to put in her hand here. So, but I want to put this like this, and I kind of want her outside the frame a little bit to cover up that butterfly underneath her. So, and then put this rose probably in her hand like so. I like that. Um, I might vintage that up. So, and I was thinking I wanted to do something with these flowers. Maybe embossing pen. So let me see. I've got 4 items to do here, but I don't know that I'm going to get to all of them just because of what I want to try. I was lucky to find these at Michael's yesterday. These are embossing pens. These are new. These are by Recollection, and it says brush, medium, and chisel tips. So there must be 3 different styles here. So this will be my old vintage, and I want to glue this to a piece of cardstock only because I'm going to need to use part of that. I think my light is flashing again, so I'm not sure what's going on. Might be the batteries because it's fully charged. Okay. So let's see if it says on there. Okay, that's medium. Chisel and brush. So my thought was medium. All right, let me get my embossing powder. I'm going to use the clear. And I've got all my rolly cart drawers organized now. Just going to, I don't think I'm going to use the embossing buddy because I'm just going to hit this up with a, is this a medium? This is the brush. I want the medium. It's probably chisel. I'm going to have to write on these with black markers so that I can see it quickly and not waste time. So my thought was I'll just test it on this flower here. Oops. Is that going to be in there? Yeah. And I just want to highlight that color there. I've done this before and showed it on camera. And then I'm going to put some embossing powder on it, just the clear, and we'll see what we get. Just to give it a little something. I'm still going to get some coffee filters. I'm going to have to grab my heat tool. Let me see if I can get this back in here. My daughter gave me a little cute little thing here. Let's do that. And we will deal with it later. I just want to make sure that's on tight. Okay, I'm going to heat this up, and then she gave me a mat to heat set on. So let me grab my heat tool. My setup is good because everything is to the right of me, which opens up all the drawers that I have stuff in to the left of me. So let me see. Make sure everybody's okay here. Of course, it's scrapbook.com. They know I'm using supplies and they want me to go get some more. All right, it might be noisy, I'm not sure. So I'm going to heat set this. Always heat your tool up first so you don't wrinkle your paper or blow all your powder around. So that just gave it just a little bit of pop of color. So I'm not crazy about it. I think I will do this one too. So hang on one sec. Let me do this one here. It just highlights it. And I'll do this one here. I was going to do this, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I'll do a little bit on the green and see how that looks. All right, let's separate these because I like that one. And I'm just going to put some powder where I hit that up. Oh, I want to do the center of this flower too. Just gives a little something, highlights it. Okay. All right, the light is flashing. Okay, so I'm going to heat set that. All right, I'm going to figure out where to, there we go, hang my heat tool until I'm ready. Okay, it's very subtle, but it's shiny. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Here, right there. Hard to see on camera. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. It just highlights it and makes it shiny. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Yes. Put this to the side, and I want to glue this to white cardstock, just so I have some stability on that edge. I know I didn't cut that very good, but all right. I'm gonna have to get one of those lint tool things. All right, let me use. Okay, you can see it from the back side where I hit those. And I want to do that before you glue it to something. All right, I'm gonna use my Office Depot. They are totally closed. I got three glue sticks for $1.50. I want to go back to get some more because I just got 2 packages just to see if I liked them, and I did. So they were totally closed, but that's okay. I'm gonna make sure I get enough glue on this. Then I'm gonna go around the outside with the either Barely Art or Art Glitter. That's the one I grabbed. I did get some more cute little cups at Hobby Lobby. I got that one, the strawberry or I'm sorry, not strawberry, mushroom and a little bee themed cup. They're very expensive. Sometimes you can pick them up in their clearance. Just gonna go around the outside just so I make sure this stays down. I could sew around this later on, so we'll see. Okay, that was art glitter. Grab my tools. Looking for my tweezers. I don't see my tweezers. Okay. They might have got put in a different drawer. Cleaning up in a panic. Okay, I'm not sure, but where did my tweezers go? Got another pair in here in this set that my daughter got me, so I'll look for them later. I can use these. Get this down before it dries. Oops. And then I'll trim it later. Okay, so that's down. So basically, I'm just making a frame that could go down on a page. And this paper pad, I picked all of these out of my favorite all-time paper pad. Let me see if I can grab it while I'm waiting for that to dry a little bit. I'm not good at pronouncing things, but this one here. So I'm totally gonna miss Joann's for these, but I know I've seen them at Michael's. I went to Michael's yesterday and they had all the Paper Studio stuff on 40% off. All right, I'm going to glue this down. I'll make sure I get it in the right spot. Like that. Okay, that flower didn't show at all, but I want to get this butterfly in because I feel like she's kind of looking over at the butterfly. So let me glue this down. I'll just use the art glitter glue. Wonder what I did with my tweezers. I'm just going to do dots because I tend to overdo it on the glue. And I feel like if I just do dots, oops, I don't squeeze out too much. I see a lot of the card makers do this too. Okay, see if I can pick this up. I love this contrast here. So I definitely want that flower and I want that butterfly. So right there. My paper towel. So I got some cool. I went to Target yesterday too. I kind of had a me day after we went bike riding. We took my dad some lunch. His favorite barbecue. And I dropped Tubby off and just went to a few stores. Okay, oh, I love that. Okay, I'm going to keep some of this here, but I'll probably trim that off because I want her to hang over the edge here. So like that. I feel I want to distress her. So where did I put my stuff? Everything is within reach, so that's great. I think I'm on vintage photo. This is vintage photo. Yes. Vintage photo. I'm not very good at cutting stuff out, so the distress ink really, I think that's what it's made for. Cover up the boo-boos. So I hope everybody's having a good week. It's been really hot here, very hot. So hot that you don't want to cook or eat. We've had the big salad with chicken homemade a couple days this week. I think tonight we got to do something different. Hubby's a diabetic, so he needs substance. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So there's that. So I'm going to glue her down here. Okay, put some glue on her. I think I'm going to use the Barely Art glue because I get a little bit more time with that. And some new scissors yesterday from Hobby Lobby. They are Scotch titanium non-stick. And boy, are they sharp. Cut that little thing off. I like them. So let me just glue her up with some Barely Art because it gives me a little bit more wiggle room. Not much, but I was going to use the glue stick, but I'm afraid I might rip her up. So, because it's kind of thin paper, I should have glued the page down to something and then cut her out, but this will work. Okay. And tweezers here. See if I can this set down. Okay, let's see. Just right there. Just like that. Okay, like that. All right. A little overage glue here, so you clean that up before I get messied. Whoops. All right, so there she is. Let me cut this out. I think I want to use my trimmer. I got a new trimmer too. Where did I put it? And it's from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's their American Craft brand. So let's see. I don't think I need that out. This pops out. There we go. So I needed a 12 by 12 that would fit on the desk. And it's got a score. It has the cutter score. It goes up to 15, maybe 16 inches. I don't know. I can't see. It came with these two cutters and these two cutters, exacto. So it's very nice. I was surprised. I didn't notice these in there. I just knew it was 12 by 12. And all right, so I think I want to cut this out first, this side. And this there. Is that where it is? I just gotta figure this out. Okay, boy, that was close. Just snipped a little bit of my black, but that's okay. I like that. And then I'll get close here. Still trying to learn where my line is. Okay, the line is right there. Let's see how close I get. That's good. I can just dress it. Right. And I think I'll wait for it to dry to do that piece. We'll see. I don't want to mess up my new trimmer. It's cutting pretty nice though. Okay. All right, so we got some scraps. And then I'm just going to clean up this edge here. I don't want to take much off because I want that flower on there. Let's see what that does. Nice. It just gives it some stability. I like it. Nice trimmer. It was very reasonable too. Okay, so let me put this. I'm debating, do I want to, oh, I kind of wanted that underneath her hand, but that's okay. I'm going to put it right there like that. I needed to have her over a little bit. Let me put it, if I put it like that, it'll be better. I think. Yeah. Just wondering if I don't just dress up the edges. Because it has a white background. Let's see what it looks like. We do down here. Yeah. So if you don't like your white background, just distress it or use your alcohol markers or whatever. Okay, this is a sticker. So let's see. I might still want to put some glue on it. So let's see. Try to dab some glue. I'll go with the art glitter glue. Just so I make sure it sticks down. It would probably help if I grabbed it with the tweezers. There we go. Make sure I get the stem. That will work. All right. So I said, right. I kind of want to see her hand. All right. I messed up a little bit. That's okay. It's there. Yeah, I wished I would have put her over a little bit. It still looks good. And I'll probably round these corners after it dries. So I like how that turned out. So there's my old vintage. And I have this one here that I wanted to do. My daughter cut this frame out for me. I have a car, vintage car, but I've seen a lot of people use that. I have one that I cut out, had a magazine of the um, Farmer's Almanac magazine. What did I do with that? Let's see. Yeah, I've seen everybody using this one, so I might want to do something different. Got some pieces in here and some die cuts my daughter cut out for me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Just wondering, do I want to use that? I love this horse drawn in the background. Or I really like that car. I'm going to use it. I don't care that everybody else used it. Okay. And that was out of a recollection. Oh no, Paper Studio. Let's see. Ouch, I bumped you. Sorry. Was it this one here? Yeah. Paper Studio. And they had everything 40% off. So let's see, you get 100 pieces. So that's a really good deal. So it had a lot of vintage stuff. So it helped me with these prompts. And then I picked up this one here. It's got a little variety of everything, but it's got 100 pieces. So if you get it 40% off, that's a really good deal. So I thought that there. And then I had a smaller, um, a little top hat I want to put right there. So I think I'll do that. This is going to be tricky to glue down because it's very intricate, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Barely Art Glue, and I've done this before. I'm going to put it on my hand here if I can get quite a bit out. I think I got something stuck in there. It's always good to squeeze it and pull it out. Don't push it back in. All right, let's see how far I get with this. I'm just going to dab it like this in there. And I'm making a mess, but and I don't have enough. So I gotta work quickly. Okay, I'm almost all the way around. And this is something I've seen the card makers, Jennifer McGuire, Gina Kay. Just make sure I got the corners and get this down because it's pretty sticky. And I think I want it right there because I want to see all that horse and buggy. And I use my wet wipe because it's like everywhere. It's sticky everywhere. Just tap it down. There. That'll work. And then clean myself up here. I may have to sneak a little bit more glue here or there, but it will work. Okay. So the Barely Art Glue gives you a little bit more uh, wiggle room time. So that's down, and I think I'm going to cut around it with my scissors, just so I got a feel for where I want to put my card, because I think I want to have it hanging over. So these scissors are very sharp. I like them. Okay. Now, if I wanted to later on, I could glue this to a stronger piece of cardstock from the back side. But for now, it could be anything. It could be a focal point on a page. It could be a pocket. All right, so there's that. And then I'm going to put my car like right like that. So the wheels are hanging off. So I'll glue that down. But I'll put my finger on that part there because I don't want to glue that. For this, I'm going to use the art glitter glue. I probably should check my time too, see where I'm at. Because I have, do I have two more or three more? Oops, I didn't go there. Just want to make sure this sticks down because it's pretty thick cardstock, but okay, I want that wheel on just like that. So you can still see the horse and buggy in the background. A little bit right there. Okay, 34 minutes. Okay, I might be able to get another one or two in. Let's see. My top hat. Do I want to put that there? No, I want to put that right there. Do I want the top hat? Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, those are spoken for. Oh, I got these containers at Target. They were in their dollar spot, a dollar. They hold the index cards, but I love them for this type of thing. Just thinking, I think I'm going to go with the top hat. I kind of like that. Right there, or do I put it right there? No, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to keep it. I got a lot of cool stuff, but yeah, I'm just going to glue this down. Let's see. Yeah. And put that right like kitty corner like that. So like that. How that turned out. All right, so there's my, is it vintage car? Yeah, vintage car. And then here is my old vintage. So I've got two items. And then this one, I had this frame. And I'm trying to think, what did I have with this? Paris. I think it was a perfume bottle. Let me see. I got it on my phone. I set them up and then took a picture of them. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, this one is perfume bottle. And then I had a little thing here, sticker. I like that. I'm just going to set them up and see what I can get done. Okay, this one had the typewriter. These are all old vintage. And then I had these little packages of like letters and stuff. And then this one here, I'll do this one next. I like this one. Set these aside. I had a vintage lady with some candles. Oops, there we go. Okay, I don't need my phone anymore. All right, so I had her with this bird in the, has a bird here on a tree limb. She's kind of going to be looking up at it. And then I got a sticker for my goodies for my birthday of candles. It's just kind of like, excuse me, just a cool vibe, chilling. Okay. So again, I need to glue this down. So I'm wondering if I don't get the big bottle of glue because it doesn't come out of there very quickly. So, okay, so that's gonna go there. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut. This is gonna have to be glued to cardstock. So I'm gonna have to cut that. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut around that. Leave a border. Yes. Okay. This is thin paper, but I love it because you can basically, you can add to it, and I like to work with it. Okay, let's glue it to some cardstock real quick. So I think my light settled down. It's not, I shouldn't talk about it. It's not doing the disco thing anymore. I've got it hardwired to my laptop right now, so it's fully charged, but all right. I'm gonna add a little bit of art clear glue around the outside of this. I see Rachel at Roxy Creation does this all the time. Probably to save on glue. It is so expensive. Probably should have went the other way, but that's okay. We're down. Down. Right, and then I'll just rough cut it. Love these scissors. All right, I'm gonna have to do the same thing. Maybe I'll just try to put the glue on and just go for it. So I'll have to be ready here. I won't lose my sticker. Use the Barely Art because I have a little bit of wiggle time. I'm just gonna go for it. Oops. There's no easy way. You just gotta be fast about it. Messy, fast, and worry about cleanup later. Okay. Got it. Gotta get it to where I want it. And I want to get that bird in there. Like so. Just gonna dab it down with a paper towel. Okay. I think I'll just grab a wet wipe and just kind of dab it. Just gonna fold it so there's no jaggedy edges on it and just kind of give it a tap. And that should work. And then once that's dry, I'll cut it and leave just a nice little border around the outside. Okay, so I'm going to put my lady here, right on the edge. I love it. These aren't stickers, no. These are cardboard. And I'll use the art glitter glue for this one. I love these little bottles. Put her right there. She's just enjoying the day. And my little sticker, it's a shiny acetate sticker, but I don't mind that at all. These came in my birthday stuff from my daughter and son-in-law. And I think these are pretty sticky. Um, that I can just put this down right here. Little candles she's enjoying. Watching the birds. And I gotta put a little bit of art glitter glue here. Okay. Now this part got cut off on my daughter's Cricut. It doesn't have the design up there, but I told her it was okay. I'm still going to use it. So there's that. Now I'll show you a trick here. There's one that popped up, but if you've got like a flat surface, let me just get a piece of paper here. You can put glue on. Let me just rip a piece of paper here and show you. I've seen other people do this. Put a little piece of glue, especially um, if it's like a line of something, you can slide it under. Now I didn't get it close enough, but um, you'd be able to slide it under and push it down and get the glue on there if you didn't want glue all over everything. I did a horrible job sharing that, but you get the idea. Just put your glue on the edge of the paper and then slide it under, press it down, and then move your paper. So I'll try to share that again. All right, that looks pretty good. I like how that turned out. All right, let me do the perfume bottle. And I'm not going to back this because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. So I'm just going to glue this down and I'll trim it up later. But this is just part of that paper pad I showed you. And I think I'm going to go for it again like I did this one. With the Barely Art glue. Done 48 minutes, so I'm gonna, even if I go over a little bit, I'm gonna finish up because I already took time to get all these things put together. I'm trying to hustle a little bit. So these would be a great way to use some of those pre-cut die cut items. Just get you some frames, or you can even cut just a square frame out. And have some page items ready. And then later on they can be turned into a pocket or focal point, whatever. All right. I pretty much had this like in the center of this, and I liked it because it had Paris in the word there. So let me tap it down with my paper towel first. Then I'll go over it, excuse me, with my wet wipe. Just gently, let's get some of that excess. Okay, my light just brightened up here. I think it's the tapping because it has a sensor. So maybe that's it. I like that. Oops. Okay. So then I have this cute little perfume bottle. I want to make sure I see the Paris. Excuse me. Should have brought my water in with me. All right, I'm going to glue this down. Let's see. Yeah. Hoping I'm not overhanging too much. No. Okay. So I'm going to trim this up to square. I'm just going to stick it right there. And then I have this cute little vintage like oil lamp. And I don't think I'm going to ink it up. I think I like that it has the white around the edge there because I think the words will show through. So I'm just going to stick this down here in the corner here. Oops. Can't get my sticker. There goes the light again. There we go. Got it. Just want to make sure it's down good. I like that. I like that. So it could be like a little window scene in Paris. Okay, let's see. Okay, my last one is this typewriter, and where am I at? 53 minutes, so I might run over a little bit, but I want to get this done. So I'm just wondering if I don't vintage up these little, let's do that, the white edge. I'm okay with the white edge on there, but I think I want to do a little bit. Whoops, didn't mean to throw you. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I'm gonna have to put that down first, but I gotta put the frame down. So let's get some glue on this. And I kind of want that right there because there's like a record of transit. It's being typed up. We've got a package of letters to go out. So what do we got? Fairly Art. Just gonna hurry. This one's a little bit more intricate. Sorry if I'm quiet because I'm concentrating here. I gotta go gadget with the glue before it dries. Right? Almost there. There we go. I think that'll be good enough. Put my lid on before that dries out. Okay. Right there. Okay. Get it set in place first with my paper towel. And then my little folded right. There we go. It's any excess. I'm gonna fold it the other way. Get a clean spot here. There we go. All right. Let's see. My vintage typewriter like so. And again, I'm going to cut around the outside. Have it up like that. And then I don't think I want them like that. Or like this. I think I like them like that, proper. Like they're going out. So I'm going to put this down first. I think right there. Yeah, I like it. I'm glad I put some vintage photo on it. Just want to make sure it's down pretty good because it's having to stick over that frame. I like it. And then put my little typewriter right here. Okay. I'll have to fill my barely art glue. Have to figure out where my other tweezers snuck off too. Probably threw them in a basket here somewhere. All right, this I kind of wanted over a little bit. I want to cover the packages. Oops. This is where that cast iron would come in handy. I've still yet to get to an antique store to find one. I wanted to go to the farmer's market, but they have like, tables of stuff for sale, but it's just too hot to walk around. Okay. So I probably will glue this to some cardstock and then give it a border, but I like how that turned out. So there is my old vintage and vintage car. Let's see. There's that one, that one, that one, and that one. So I'll probably finish these up off camera so that I could do a photo for my thumbnail. So this is for the 50 Stack Challenge 8, hosted by Amy or CraftyCat. And her video was posted on 5/11/26, number 19, number 20, old vintage and vintage car. This is a great way to make items for your projects or your journals, whatever you're working on. And, you know, think outside the box. I love it. I love how these turned out. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Take good care. Bye.